myself. I can't even hear myself think right now. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, well, otherwise it would have been interrupting our conversation.
You're sweet birds. They're lovely.
Yes, and the more that I talk, the louder they get.
Oh.
Oh, I think we're good now.
It's a lovely color, Destiny, that you're wearing.
Oh, thank you. It's my favorite color. It's turquoise is my favorite color.
Yeah.
Teal, turquoise, anything like that.
I like that.
I like turquoise too. Purple.
Yeah.
So I am going to share screen. Let's share my.
Have we started our coherence, or are we going to do that?
Yeah, let me just say share. So I want to share the disclaimer. So if you can't read it, I will read it. If you can't, Destiny.
Yes,
okay.
I can do it. Okay.
And usually we do. I think we do. So what do we usually start? Use it as instructed, and that the other ones is really like that. Notice is really extra stuff. So.
Okay. I'll just read what we normally do then.
Yeah.
Okay. Healy is a microcurrent medical device that has been cleared by the U.S. Food Drug Administration only for the local relief of acute, chronic, and arthritis pain and muscle soreness due to overexertion. Healy also has non-medical applications that use individualized microcurrent frequencies to harmonize your bioenergetic field. Always use your Healy in accordance with its instructions for use. So there we go.
All right. Okay. So stop sharing. All right. So we are going to do what do you guys think? Let's do coherence.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it on? I'm doing it on the coil because it's
me too.
easier.
Right.
And then I tend to put it up 100%. Oh, it's slow tonight.
Yeah, the birds are really, they make
Bless them.
They do. And actually, the fact that you can still hear it, I have double pane windows that are all closed. So if you can still hear them, that's how noisy they are.
That's how loud they really are, right?
Yeah.
I could hear them, but it's not distracting. It's sweet.
It's pretty. Yeah.
I could hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very. They sing very early here, about 4 in the morning now.
Yeah, I used to have some right outside my windows, and now they're gone. I don't know what happened to them.
Oh,
because
I'm wondering, do they call nightingales because they sing at night? Because I just went camping and I was walking over to the bathhouse, and there's this one bird in the tree. It's the middle of the night and the bird is just full force singing, and I'm just thinking, it's nighttime. Why is the bird singing?
yeah.
It's really, really strange. I'm like, what's going on?
Could be a nightingale, but I have found where I live, because I live opposite lots of trees, and sometimes I've heard birds in the night and it's still dark, but I don't know whether it's because this lighting that's on from the tram station. If there's artificial light, I don't know if that. But you wouldn't have that because you're in the middle of. You know what I mean? You're in the countryside, I would have thought. So.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I mean, I drove pretty far north, so I don't know. Maybe it's the way the birds are up there. Who knows? But I just thought it was sad. Or maybe it was just being friendly and saying, "Hey, I see you."
Well, it's a nice gift, isn't it? To hear that. That's so sweet. Yes. Because the blackbirds here, we have blackbirds, I bet you do too, and they tend to be the first one in the morning singing and the last one at night in terms of our garden birds.
Oh, yeah. We have blackbirds here. We have all kinds of, because I live in the mountains, so I have like stellar jays, which are a type of blue jay, but they have like a black crest on their head like
Oh
this.
yes.
Oh,
Then we have scrub jays, which are like, they're all blue, but they have the long tails. We have all kinds of woodpeckers, which sometimes they'll jump on your house and start pecking on the house,
Oh, nice.
Like,
Right.
no. All right, Mama's back. Mama, you're on mute still. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I was sorry. I was trying to have us. You guys already selected coherence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's running.
Sorry, I got a call. There's the church computer. I mean the Wi-Fi is not working, and a technician went over there to do some work. So they just called me to verify. That let me know that they're there. So
Okay.
all right. Okay.
So we have to welcome Mama back.
Okay.
yes.
Welcome back.
Thank
And-
you. It's so
and
good to be
Destiny.
back. I feel like it's you don't really when you have things all the time, it's like you don't really value. I'm not no. Maybe, but it's just there. But when you miss, I missed this. Honestly, I did. I missed even the 2 weeks ago. I couldn't talk, but it was really amazing. The share that Julie and Diane did that day was really wonderful. And I thought, hey, why not we take some more time, because it's been a while and we have experienced different things, and we have or have questions and things like that. And I'm just thinking that today we'll do that. I do want to share with you guys, and probably you guys had opportunity to attend the Frequency and Friends today. It was really like just an hour.
It is.
So
I wasn't able to, I was
huh?
working. I was working, unfortunately. So I
Okay,
missed it.
so it wasn't Marcus was not there, and I didn't even see Adriana, but I saw the guy who's over Asia who did the presentation. So I can let me just run through it, and then we can then spend time sharing and just kind of getting all the juicy stuff. So let me share. Yes, go share, and we did this. Okay. Uh-oh, did I stop sharing?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, okay, so share. It is sharing. Okay, so I know we all have this one because this was sent, I think, at the corporate this, and so the sale that is going on right now. So this is not as of today. I just wanted us to kind of be aware of that. But what they shared today, this is what they shared today. So it's beginning May. Well, of course, June to June, May 1st to June 31. They call it Healy Mapic, Healy Mapic. And so it's just giving like different I think they had the and I wasn't really following those because May from the end of April and May just middle was really like within hospital and this, I wasn't really committed in terms of, I didn't even do WhatsApp Wednesday. It was just not possible because of some the things that we were going through. But this is something that they were sharing about. I think they have opportunity where one can win or get for free that Meg Healy. And I think is it like 1,000 something? I don't know. I think it's 1,500 or 2,000 that Meg Healy is actually selling. they didn't have the price, but he did mention it. I just forgot, but I know it's in thousands. I think it's at 1,000 or 2,000 that McKinley is. And then, of course, I don't know if you guys already had opportunities to see it. I haven't experienced it, but I just saw it. So somebody was able to did a demonstration. So this is something like, in a community, you're traveling, you're in a car, in your house, and you're able to, this is really like in a setting, or like you just want to harmonize your own the environment. It's about the environment, harmonizing environment, or there's a meeting, or just like we're running this coherence together, but also you can use it to run the coherence, which is the balancing, coherence of God. That's what it is, the balancing of the system, balancing of the environment, things that going on, and you want just simple for peace and quiet, and for the whole environment. You can do it in your home, or each of your rooms, and then if you're having a meeting, or you're in your car, and you just want to bring harmony and oneness within the group or within the environment. So I kind of like that, like what that has to offer. So they started the promotion of being able, for you want to be able to have access or to win a McHealy May, and of course now we are in June. I think they're gonna go all the way to July. Okay, so this is McHealy, and then they give where you can option one, how you can win. Of course, it's about being able to register team members, and having them register. So some things that we know the structure that that organization uses. So so they have the the May, June, the bronze, and that people can actually win twice or three times. People who won maybe people who won bronze in May won bronze in June. Then they get 25% discount towards that. So, and then if you win gold, you get 100, but then you get it for free. You don't have to, so. Anyway, but I wanted to share that, and then yeah, so also this is a breakdown of the percentage, like if you bronze, how many percent towards that, and if you have silver, how many percent you get, and then of course the gold, which allows you to have it for free. And then they're promoting just like the levels of leadership, which is really they're promoting directors, because they believe the directors, when you get the director position, that's when you really start getting good money each month, because you'll be giving some payment towards you developing the people, that because by the time you become a director, you have people who are executive managers, all of that stuff that people are really people that are in business, so on this. So anyway, so he really went through and talked about the benefits, talked about the benefit that if you follow the pattern of being able to enroll other people, do the 3 and the 3 do the 3, so I didn't put all of them, but it's like that's just a process, but we know the process, all of us, we know the process. So anyway, what was so the goal for June is to rank up to director. That's a goal that they wanting as many people to rank up, so, and yeah, so they have another Frequency and Friends happening June 9th, and so this is a Singapore time.
Okay.
Yeah, so all these ones are Singapore times. I don't know when if it's gonna when they're gonna translate it to our own time, or if it's not gonna be our own time. One thing that I wanted to mention is that I don't know if anybody experienced it, but last week I had so much difficulty opening even my Yeah,
Yeah.
so you guys all did. Okay, good. I thought I was going crazy. I didn't even read any of this. I actually read this all this week, but I did exactly everything. So after this, I deleted what I had, reinstalled, and then it started working for me. So I didn't, I didn't even know all the other stuff that they
So
talked
was
about.
it on the blue or the pink?
The pink.
This was a pink dot, like if you if
Oh.
you open one of the program, it just goes back to the, it
Yeah,
just
it just kept
takes you
going
back.
to the
Yeah.
list.
It
again.
goes back
Yeah,
to the list. Yeah.
I did have a little bit of trouble, but it didn't last that long.
Well,
Oh.
I thought it was because I had a new phone. 'cause,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't.
so
was like,
I kept trying, but then I still have my old phone. So I tried it on the old phone and did the same thing. I tried it on the one I loaned people, did the same
Okay.
thing. So
Mm.
finally I figured out, okay, something's going on. So then I deleted the app and reinstalled the app, and
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's good.
So anyway, I'm going to have it open now for us to share. I just wanted you guys to be aware that they're doing another thing I think I didn't kind of emphasize is that within this month of June, if you have a resonance and you want to upgrade to professional, that you pay $900 euro.
Wow.
900. So
Wow. That's
I
cheap.
know. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we paid 16.
No, we did a half,
Right.
But also you look, actually, I looked at the price because it's like 5,000 for the professional. Is that what it says?
Mhm.
Let me see. I think it was like
Well, I know
5,000.
I was
5,000.
asking about the Resonance Plus
Yeah.
because I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss something, but it looks like since I got the professional that was included in it because I have everything that the Resonant Plus says.
Oh, you do? Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome.
The
Anyway.
only thing I would say, and I still haven't got to the bottom of it,
Mhm.
is that on the resonance we have the deep cycle. That's part of the resonance program,
Mhm.
and I've got it on my original Healy, but it's not on my professional.
Yes, the pink.
It's
the
on
profession-
it's
the
on
professional.
the blue dot. If you can run it
You
on
can-
the
right. And what they told me, because I put in a ticket a long time ago because they took it off of all of mine. So they gave it back to me on my original Healy that I
Healy.
bought,
Mhm.
right? Which was the resonance. So they gave it back to me on the pink dot because one of my favoriteest programs on there is the Breath of Life.
Mhm. You have
With
shared
all
it.
the lung problems that I have. And so now if I want to run the pink dot, I have to get one of my other Healys and I loan them out so I don't always have them. And it makes no sense to me that if I upgraded, that they would remove that from the professional packet. It just
I
doesn't
think,
make
can I make a statement? I think maybe your old Healy, maybe you had returned the Healy. I mean, like if anything broke, now what they're giving you, after our original one, if anything happens and you send it to Vision, I think they gives you based on what they have at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think
they got it back for me because they were all gone. I didn't have.
Oh,
So
okay.
they gave them back to me on my original ones.
Okay,
but they
good.
did
Okay.
not give them to me on the professional. And it just doesn't, my head can't wrap around
yes.
that
Okay.
if you
Okay.
get
Yes.
you're upgrading, why they would remove something that you already had. You should
Yeah,
have what you had and then everything else that they want to give you on that you bought.
I'm not quite familiar. I
It
didn't.
is a puzzle to me. And also, I think I said to you, when I go to my original Healy, I can get the digital nutrition. For some reason, I find it on that device. I never expected to, because
But
that's
it's there.
But
That's from
not
the professional, right?
Yeah.
I know. When I first got the professional, it was on all my Healys.
Wow.
But then slowly but surely they disappeared.
Wow.
And
I have not experienced any program this it's appearing from my resonance, which is
so do
and
you have the deep cycle, Destiny and
yeah.
Mama, on your professional, or do you have professional?
On the pink dot.
I have it on the Blue Dot app, but I didn't upgrade to professional.
Right.
I ended up doing the coaching, which I still haven't fully figured out how to use it.
Me either.
Oh, you have coaching. Oh my God. I keep on thinking about that. Wow.
The professional.
Well, I figured with all the walks in my life that have been going on, that it could help assist me, give help, direction, of course, with the Lord's help, but like also having some practical
applications. Yes.
To be able to, do step by step. And I still haven't, I think I need to watch a training video on how to use it, because I upgraded when they had the special going on and I never figured it out. I tried doing it by myself without training, and I'm like, I'm a little confused. So I think I have to.
Well, I watched the one video that Stephen Keller did, and it was very helpful, but I still.
So the coaching is what I've got on the professional, is it?
Yes, it's in the middle. It's between the resonance and the
yes. Well, I did look at Steve Keller when he had a client with him, and I managed to do the first step, but I've forgotten already.
Yeah, you kind of need someone to just, kind of like when we learned how to record stuff. We had to go through it a couple of times before we finally. Oh, now I get.
Then you never forget, do you?
Yeah, once you do it a few times, but it's like you've got to have somebody helping you step by step.
Probably. I will almost say I'm gonna promise it, but I have not actually ordered it, and that's one thing I really want to do. I want to be able to have that, because I know it's going to help me as well in my own work. So I since we don't know it, I think it will be good for us to get the opportunity to actually learn it, and we'll learn it together. We're really powerful when we focus on one thing.
Yes. It will.
Very powerful in that. So if we
well, Mama, you didn't get the professional? I thought you did.
No, I got it for my husband, and he's so using it.
And he doesn't use it, so trade with him. He won't know the difference.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should just
trade Healy's with him.
Switch Healy. No, actually, I bought a brand new one for him.
Right.
Yeah.
If he's not
but he's kind of, how you get used to what you have.
Yeah.
And the other one is just on his desk, kind of like, okay,
but
maybe
if mine can transfer onto my old Healy, why can't your one?
It won't, though. It won't transfer to your other Healy.
But I've got
you have to
nutrition.
Yeah, but the coaching is a whole separate thing.
All right.
And that only is on the professional.
Okay.
Unless you buy it separately, like you.
Yeah. Destiny did. I think that's a smart idea.
I would just take Dr. O's.
Yeah, and they had the two different coaching options at the time. It was like, I don't know, the one that had all of it, and then the one that had like a partial. I can't remember what it was.
That's what a personal one, and there is so there's one is, but and I like before, like I wasn't gonna even spend like I did 200 or something on a personal. Why I can spend like 350 or whatever on the whole thing, so that comes together. So yeah.
So I ended up just getting the all-inclusive coaching package, but that was also right around the same time when the Power of 3 came out. So I had to decide between the Power of 3 or the coaching.
Oh yes.
Because that was what was in my budget at the time. So I picked the coaching, but I still haven't been able to benefit from it.
You know what? I'm going to almost make a promise. Don't hold me yet until I get money. I really definitely want to do that. So if I do what they're saying that is available this month, which is upgrade with $900. But that's euro. So how much is that?
That's less for us, right?
It's probably going to be more here.
Yeah, slightly less, I think. Not by much, but it'll probably
So probably like $1,000 something.
No, I think
No,
ours
$800.
is less
Huh?
a euro.
Oh,
Ours is
oh,
less
right.
than a euro.
Yeah, usually when it's more in euro, it's less for US. So
Tell me, I'll have a look because I can
Okay.
still do it while this code here.
Oh.
What did it say in dollars? And I'll look.
No, it was
Okay,
euros.
okay. It says 900 euro.
900 euros. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can
So I'm
convert it.
thinking I started saving, I just after today, like, okay, maybe I start saving to get myself professional, to just upgrade what I have. So anyway, I
Yeah,
think that's
the other thing that I want to learn about, and Julie helped me a little bit, is that with the
Digital nutrition.
right, that you can go on the analysis app, the one that you can put in what you, and that you can get a list of foods for each thing that comes up on the digital app, digital nutrition. Have any of you used that? The shopping?
I have a little bit.
Mama, oh, don't you have the DigiNut? Don't you have
no,
that?
I don't
I
have it.
always laugh at that.
Yeah.
By
God,
the way,
I don't have
900 euros in dollars is 958.
Oh,
Really the same,
more.
Oh, cool.
according
Oh,
to
yeah.
this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the digital nutritional stuff at all. So
Oh, because that's been a blessing, and
That is
do
the
you
high-
have the digital nutrition on your resonance?
no. Well,
Okay.
yeah, on the blue dot, but not on the pink dot. But
Yeah.
now
So
when
can you
I
go
had
on the
professional? Now it went on the pink dot. So when you analyze what you need, then you can go to that one specifically and do the pink dot on it.
Oh,
So each
okay.
one, that comes up, you can do the pink dot. Some of them are very long though, like 70 minutes.
Oh, they are.
Wow.
I
okay.
actually wrote up some notes, but I could share that another time. I listened to Ken Close, or is it the other chap?
Okay.
And I wrote virtually word for word. Ken Close, yes, because I found it so helpful with the digital nutrition and the revitalize, because we've got it on the resonance, on the bioenergetic revitalization, and I found it so helpful.
So when you run that on the resonance, then it shows you, even though you don't have it in pink dot, it shows you the different frequencies to go run in the pink dot. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Yeah.
Well, it does, but you can still run it on the resonance. It'll just be those top 5, won't it? That you become, that it's showing that you need. So say it could be amino acids. It could be you're talking about the brain. I mean, that was very good.
Yeah.
He said the brain was
because
good.
what happened was I got a bout of vertigo where you get really dizzy and your balance is all crazy. So I put into the app, what was I supposed to run to help it? And the first thing was brain on the digital nutrition, and then nerves on digital nutrition, and then ears, because it's all in the inner ear. And I forget what else. There was one other one. So I ran them, and it dissipated. I didn't have it after I ran the programs. So it's pretty powerful.
Yeah. So even on the resonance, I mean, I'm sport for choice now because I've got the digital nutrition on the pink app. But I mean, one can use the blast to it for a higher frequency, can't you, for a shorter period of time? You know what I mean? If we wanted to benefit and we don't have it on the pink dot, we can dip in and out and have, run it throughout the day for short blasts or because I really, really find that so beneficial. It's really, really beneficial to me. I can feel it. Yeah.
So that's awesome. Who has and I know you guys were sharing a different testimony last week. I wanted to, one of the things that I have really gotten in this past month is, the benefits, of course, the benefits of using consistency, using, but not just so much in terms of being a consumer to consume it, but also, but to be intentional, to be conscious, because if you look at the mission, the vision statement is to empower people, to consciousness, to be awareness. So one of the things, being conscious is really how my body, how my organ, like being able to be aware of my internal organs and of the movement of my body, of the feeling, being able to welcome each part of my body and really experience what the body is going through, and being able to be intentional so that when I am, Marcus says something that I really like. He says it's not just you using, because it's like, it's to create a relationship so that how do you miss something that that is there? You don't, because it's always there. But if you're able to do it, but how your body, and I think many of us have already had an experience, how your body react, or your body acts if let's just say, it's just like you don't eat food, a certain food, how your body acts when that is missing. And then to be able to allow your body itself to also, your own body's frequency, to be able to function on her own way, and when that your organ needs that boost, and then and then that's why the analysis is absolutely important, because it now shows us what part of the body needs that particular a little boost in each given day that we are. So it's just become more, I'm becoming more aware of my being as a human being, my organs. And that's why I was laughing that when I was sick in this last week, it's like I can feel I feel my teeth shaking, even though it was not shaking, but I can feel like each bit of it was being touched. I can feel like like my ear, I can feel all the, everything, my knee, everything. It was like everything was playing. It's like, like string.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, I can feel, oh my God, it's like, and then the other part will be the other hand. My hand will play its own thing. So,
what program did you run when you were sick, Mama?
God, I didn't have energy to do anything. I like, oh my God. And then, so anyway, but I did do cell though. I think I ran cell for a long period of time. I ran my cell, and I did a lot of kidney, and I did a lot of yes, I did. I think I did my liver, and I worked on my liver quite a bit, because that's the one of my major, or in the past. I'm saying it's in the past. Okay, it's in the past. So yeah, so I did run that. When I'm able to, because for a couple of weeks, for a couple of days, I didn't know whether it was morning or night. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know. It was like I didn't know when a day break, and Dr. O was not here, so I didn't know. There was, all I knew was I was able to get out from bed to the bathroom. I didn't know if it was a morning. I didn't know if it was Monday or Tuesday or whatnot. I didn't know. The only when I found out was when Dr. O called me, say he was coming. And I know, but he's supposed to be coming on Wednesday. Why is he saying he's coming? And then he could hear my voice. He said, "What's going on?" The way I have always functioned is that when he's out, I tried to make sure that he doesn't know I'm sick, because so he can be present wherever he is. And so of course he called, and I had to answer, and my voice and the way I was groaning in that, I was groaning. I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, but I was just groaning. And so anyway, but when I from that Wednesday was when I started but I ran, it was all what do you call it? Microcurrent. I ran microcurrent all through. So yeah. So
Can you tell that you were sick, Mama?
huh?
Can you tell that you were sick when he talked to you?
Oh yeah, that's all. That whole thing. He was, and he called everybody. He called my children. Now I started getting wing. Oh my God, my wife is sick. Your mom is sick. I was getting calls from there.
Sound the alarm.
That's all. Like, oh my, what day was that? Yeah. So, but yeah, I did run that. I did run that I think from that Wednesday, Thursday I ran. And what I'm doing now is that I will run, I can do a day or two and I give the other day off or even 2 days off and allow my body to, you know, for somebody's boosted, I want the power that's given it for it to work on that power and also generate its own power as well. So that's what I'm working with my body, on an ongoing basis. Something I noticed, this Healy, this thing work, girls. I know it works. So I think it was on Thursday. I'm talking about that week. I started seeing things like things are floating, and like I'm trying to catch it. What is that? I'm trying to catch it. So I didn't know what's happening in my eyes. You guys don't laugh. I'm laughing enough all over.
Happen like that. Yeah.
It was something was floating. I honestly, and it's but only when I'm trying to catch this thing. But every time I turn, like, why is it? It follows me. It follows. I can see that. Anyway, so I got Healy. And I ran do you know, since that day, I haven't, I mean, it stopped. It stopped.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Wow.
what? It stopped. These things works. And I want to share something that you guys are going to laugh. So as I was coming in, I went to at the airport. So on the checkout place. So, and I'm trying to, I think I was working on my kidney. I just try at least every other day, try to, or sometimes or not, work on my, my liver. So my liver, my kidney, those two things I try to at least be consistent on that. So as I was, I took my Healy, you guys know that my stuff is broken. So I put it inside my bra.
I do that sometimes too. Mine's broken. My clip.
And it's running.
Oh.
And you know how it's running. But I forgot about it. So I went through the checkout. So they asked me to do this. Immediately I did this and I felt, like you can see the movement of this. Oh no, I just put my hand. But by the time I took my hand, there were 5 police officers.
Oh my gosh.
They were there. Everybody. So I was surrounded, and they said, "Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything." I said, "This is Healy."
My Healy. I know.
I like it's Healy. It's a frequency device. It's Healy. Don't touch anything. So then they send the ladies first. So everybody, they have their gun, holding on to their gun. Like this, I'm standing. They told me to stand. I'm standing, and they say I can put my hand down. So I put my hand down, but they said, "Don't touch anything. Don't move. Don't touch." I say, "Yes, sir." And then I said, "Oh, it's Healy. It's Healy. It's a frequency."
It's a medical device.
And then so they put. Then they just.
This is at the airport.
At the airport, yes.
And did you show them your phone that it was connected to?
Well,
Bluetooth?
the phone, you had to put your phone in this to go through.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So,
it wasn't on.
So my phone was on, going through this thing and all my bag and everything. You know how you walk through that stuff where you do your hand like that? and that's just when I did it. Like I felt it, because sometimes you forgot. I forgot
I
that I
forget
had
it all the
that.
time. Yeah.
So I just took it out, and by then it was too late. And so then I tried to open my hand, and like then, they thought I had, because it was also blinking. So
Yes.
I can, yeah. So they thought I had a bomb,
Oh my God.
so. And then they have me come out, and then they said, "Ma'am, are you comfortable? Where do you want to go in the room, because we're going to strip? You're gonna do all this." And I said, "If you comfortable, I'm comfortable here. I'm not going anywhere. Just do whatever."
Oh my gosh.
So so they send the ladies, to kind of
Search
do
you.
everything. They will shake my pants. They shake it.
Oh my goodness.
I like fun. I said, you know what? Because you're gonna touch your groin and everything. Like oh, there it is.
Oh, goodness me.
Wow.
Trusting. You're
It's
trusting.
really like, and I keep saying,
I would
it's
feel
Healy. It's
violated.
called
So I think
Healy.
it's really,
It's
I would.
I
What?
think I would feel violated. So I think it's amazing that you had such an amazing
Yeah.
Oh
attitude.
my God. I just,
I would as
because they
well.
were doing the touching me, doing all this thing.
Oh,
Like,
how
I
horrible.
said, you know what? I like, okay, like that.
Do whatever. Such a
Wow.
good
So
attitude.
the ladies, they couldn't hold themselves. They're like, oh no, you can put your legs together. I said, oh no, I'm fine. You're fine, I'm fine.
Oh my gosh.
What
And
did
then
they
now people are
finally-
like,
What did
So
they
then what
finally do
happened,
about
Mama?
the Healy?
huh?
What
Did they-
yeah, when you told them what it was,
They
what
don't
did
know. I'm telling them, this is Healy. Is a frequency device. It's a frequency. So I'm walking on my lever. I'm running my, and so it was after they finished, because it doesn't matter, because you know what? They don't believe you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because all they know is that I had bomb.
Yeah.
Oh.
All they know that I had bomb. I can tell whatever story I can. They didn't believe me. So all the other the three men have their gun, and then the ladies were grabbing me everywhere, my hair and everywhere, lift everything, lift all the stuff. I'm like, I'm comfortable. If you're comfortable doing it here, let's do it.
So
So
when did they let you go?
after I put it, they said, oh, you can put it down here. And then I put it there. Before, remember, they said, don't touch anything. And then I said, put it, then they had to take it back to go ring it, go through the itself. And so the lady began to laugh, like, so you say it's what? I said, it's called Healy. It's a new frequency device to help you to harmonize your body frequency and bring harmony to your body. I say this is the future medicine that is here right
It's
now.
a medical device.
Yeah, it's a medical device. It says a medical device. It says a medical device. But they didn't even the ones that, even the other one, some of them there was no smile. Only the lady, I think because I probably embarrassed them, kind of like, don't even need to, you be the one embarrassed, not me, so because I'm telling you, anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, so this thing is not known. And that's when I like, oh my God, even though all of them gathered around me and, like to probably pounce me down, but they don't know what it is. And I'm telling you, this thing is going to blow people's mind, because
Right. Well,
what they are doing.
I too forget to that I'm wearing it, but
Mhm.
I don't know where I read it, but somewhere in the manual, like when I go to physical therapy.
Mhm.
And so I wore it one day, I totally forgot. And everybody thinks it's one of those things that call
the 10 units.
No, they think it's a medical alert
Oh.
thing. I said, no,
Mm.
it's a medical device, but it also can't be around. It could affect your Healy if you're like, they use this one machine that's like a ultrasound that goes really deep.
Mm.
So it's, of course, frequencies. So you don't want to have this on or near those kinds of things. So I quickly took it off and put it in my little thing on my walker because I didn't want to expose it. But so, but people don't know
You don't know
what it
They
is.
don't know.
And when I was in the hospital and I showed it to the doctor, he had no idea what it was. And I told him, and I said, you can look it up on Healy World. I said, but I really would like to use it while I'm in here. So he looked it up, and since the nurses didn't have to do anything, it was all done. He said, go ahead. But he was pretty amazed by it. But even the medical profession is totally unaware.
They're unaware. You know, it's
even
not
my
that you.
Even my chiropractor, one time I was wearing it and she's like, what is that? And I tried to explain it to her, you know, because you try your best to explain it to people, and unless they have a grid for what you're talking about. And then she's like, oh no, I've heard about bioenergetic field. And, so yeah, that's kind of like, she kind of made it sound like it wasn't really something like, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Right.
So heard about that. I'm like, no, you haven't.
No.
Another friend who I've been trying to, Mama, you met him. He came to that meeting that we did in person in Huntington Beach, and he sat through the whole thing. I mean, listen to Dr. Steve Spiel. He's seen that it works with me, and he still denies it. I'm just like, it's like,
I don't get that.
What am I gonna do?
I don't get that either.
I believe that we have our hands in some amazing tool. And it's like, when you and then we say it again, when you're pioneering stuff that nobody, not nobody, but only few people, I'm telling you, if you see and hear people tell stories of what this had done, of course, some of them you can't, even the things that that have healed and cured, and of course you can say it out there. So some of those things, but just so many people being transformed. It's getting into. Don't worry. It's only a matter of time. Right. I like, I know that Dr. She's probably gonna kill me, but I kind of sense that Dr. Grace. Dr. Grace is going to be one of those people that's going to bring it, because there's another doctor to me that, that have experienced it for themselves. And then, so some of them, I know that Dr. Grace, who's a part of our team, know that I think her idea is to create a center, within her practice. She has a practice. So I think that, and Grace, if that's not what you're doing, because I cannot see that. I see you opening a center where in Nigeria, where people will come experience that. And I know that a lot of people are not able to afford it now because of how much it is. But I know that a lot of people will be able to afford it, because if they see how much they spend over the little drug that they put in their mouth every day and back and forth, people will come to your place, Grace. And I know she's gonna listen to us later. But this is really amazing tool. This is so amazing. I mean, even just this week, this Thursday, to have this thing that is going, it had happened before to me, and it bothered me and bothered me, and I don't know what happened. It kind of stopped, then it started again. But I learned there's one of my teacher who's saying that is also liver misalignment. So like it's a health, it's something out of alignment. Things just don't start floating out there without nothing happening. It's out of alignment. And so it's for me to just be conscious and begin to really be intentional in what is happening in my body, and doing that analysis that tells you this is what this is. This is what is the imbalance. Like a lot of us women, like we have a hormonal imbalance. Our body changes, and as we advance in our age, or this is our body changes. There's a hormonal imbalance in our body that we experience. Some people who are having their menses sometimes also goes to haywire. So that those things, but we have a tool we have a tool that we can now even just do that analysis and tells us, hey, this is what this is the area, focus on that area. And I am so grateful that, yes, I don't have a lot of people. I don't really have people who are doing the business, but I'm standing for humanity to come to hold of this device and begin to be empowered to take responsibility or take ownership in their health, their their wholeness and their well-being. And
Amen.
that's really something that gives me joy. I saw some of the things, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, so many. Okay, so I shared with you about that, the physicists that were here from London, from and he said, I've never, he said, they're the people who does the breaking of cells, where they go in and cut cells that are deformed, and and that's his area. And then of course he's praying that more people, more believers come into that area, because few people that are believers say they get a lot of persecution, and it can go the other way around, right? You know what I'm saying? But as a believer who knows and loves God, but what he says that really gave me I said, it doesn't matter. I know that some people run. I know some people fly. I know that something, if you can fly, you walk. If you can run, walk. If you can walk, crawl. There's some people that are already flew and they've gone wherever they are. They've seen you and VP and others. I believe that this device that God gave us is a tool that we need to share with people. Yes, people don't know about it. So don't blame yourself. Don't think like, oh my God, I'm not doing it right. No, you are. You're doing it right. You're doing it. You do this. It's just that they can't get their mind. They're used to the Western medicine. They're used to take this tablet 3 times a day. They're used to that. They don't know. It's like, how could this happen? Even a guy who is assigned, I don't know, I think he was a science engineer, whatever, the engineer. If you know the question, ask him, he said, that's not possible. That's not, all he was using the word, not possible. And but even the Bible said that all things are possible. How you say it's not possible? And I'm sharing with you what I have received. And people are sharing, he said, that's not possible. That's not the, so just know that, and don't even get discouraged. It's like, that's where people are. Well, at the moment, that's where they are. But it's still our obligation. I say that who more is given, much is required. It's still our obligation to continue to share. Hey, this thing helped me do this. This thing helped me this. It could help you. That's it. And then there's nothing else we can do but share, what we have gotten, share what we get on a daily basis, or how often as we use it. And it's up to them to make their own choice. And if they say it's impossible with them. Even if they get it and they think it's impossible, it's gonna be impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Because their mindset.
Their
mindset.
Well, I shared with my dentist. I didn't take it with me, but I had a regular checkup and so on. And he was really, really interested. And he said something like, he said words to that effect, oh, but how is that? Gosh, how is that possible? And I said, well, you think about all the new equipment the hospitals have these days. You think about what you use in dentistry. I mean, I was very bold when I think about it, but he got it straight away. He when I gave him that comparison.
Okay.
I think too, one of the things that one of my friends said, I looked up online to see if there was any research. And I said, so every time the doctor prescribes something. All right,
Destiny has to leave. Okay. I mean, we're done anyway, so it's a 2.
Oh gosh, it's enough.
I know it's gone so fast.
We're having fun.
He goes fast when we're having fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so anyway, she's questioning, where's the research on this? And I said, well, research is research, but the fact that it works is mostly documented by testimony. And so
They're doing a research now. Don't worry. They're doing a research. There's a research team, and now in Healy,
Oh,
that's what they're
yes.
doing.
okay,
I
well,
saw
good. So then
I
that'll
saw one
support it. Yeah.
young man who did a presentation, who works on a corporate,
Mm.
and they're doing incredible research. And this guy who told me that he's done research, and they say this. He says that Healy has done their work, and he says you don't. He said this is gonna. Oh my God, this is gonna evolve so much that people
So
can't
fast.
even.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Mm.
it's gonna. People are like, oh my God, really that thing?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think
So
what you said is so important, though, that because I can't help but share about it because it's
yeah,
done so much.
I share with people. This
Yeah.
is what
Mm.
this, and even just this Thursday. Oh my
And
God.
if they are interested, I mean, I loan it out because I know I keep telling them you can't just do it one time. So I
Yes.
give it to them for 2 weeks and I say, you do these, for 2 weeks and see what
Mm-hmm.
happens,
Mm-hmm. Are
and
people
they
buying
don't
it
even,
from you? Are they
no, and
buying it when?
no, they don't even use it. It's like, okay,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
okay, thanks. I'll
Yeah.
take it back and I'll keep
Mm.
doing it. I
Mhm.
have sold a couple, but I didn't really want to get into the business part. So
Mhm.
the girl that's above me that I bought from,
Mhm.
I give them to her. She needs the
Okay.
commission, whatever. I don't, and I didn't want to get into the business part. But
Mhm.
the thing that's the hardest for me though is if it's somebody close to me that knows me,
Mhm.
knows me really well. She
Mhm.
bought one when I first got it because it was amazing what it did for me. And
Mhm.
so you know now though, because it has chakras in it and because it has the auras, she used to
Good.
be involved in the occult and
Oh yeah.
really involved in it, and God brought her out of it, so praise the Lord. But now she's afraid of it,
Mm.
and so she isn't using hers at all.
Mm.
And that is hard for me to I got to just let it go. I know, because
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
my
Just
business.
drop it. Let it go. Cause
Yeah,
Mm.
there's
not my
nothing to
business.
listen.
That's between her and God. God
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
deal with
Yes.
Yeah.
but it
Ours is to
blows
share
my
the goodness. It's
mind.
like it's the same
Yeah.
thing I tell people. Your faith, see what Jesus has done for you. And some people will be so afraid to share their faith with people, and I said, if God has done something in your life, and if
Yeah.
you believe, I mean, I know there are some
Mm.
people who were born into Christianity. I wasn't born into Christianity, so I have no greed for that.
Yeah.
So I can say, hey, this is why I believe, because this is what God has done for me. This is what me believing in that Jesus is the Messiah. This is what this is my experience. And some people who don't, it's like just yeah. So being able to share, and sometimes you gotta I'm sorry to say that, but some of us, kind of think, okay, oh, they're doing business, they're gonna get money, they're gonna do this, and they don't even see it as something's gonna help them to be listen. They just think, oh, he's just trying to get us into some whatever.
Right.
And so, and when people do that, I mean,
I just go on.
yeah, this is, yeah,
What
that's
did
it.
God do too when they wouldn't receive him? He just
He just
But-
moved on.
Yes.
Yeah.
get rid of the dust on your feet and
And
move.
go and keep on. I mean, you
Yeah.
don't stop. It's just because I know that there's somebody else that this is gonna help. I know that there's someone else that this is going to help. I know it's like you say, hey, take your Tylenol or whatever this, and
Mhm.
oh, you have headache. There's somebody that this is going to help, and we just keep on. I mean, it's not a force. It's not you must see. Nobody must do anything really, But
Yes.
hey, if you
Well,
want to.
we're going to start the prayer meetings that I've been doing on Zoom, some
Mhm.
other prayer meetings with my church. They're going to start seeing in person again, and we're going to have it at my house again.
Oh wow,
It's lovely.
okay.
There's only 4 of us, but there's but this chap. Well, with all 3, I've done a resonance. I did it over in the coffee shop, But anyway, we've decided that I'm going to run a program while we're having our prayer, because
Oh,
that's what's it's a good use of time. So
yes, that's
um,
awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
But
Well,
I think
I know that we said we're going to be meeting like twice. I mean, every 2 weeks.
Yes.
So let's do it. So we'll
Yes.
see you guys in the next 2 weeks. But again, we have the Telegram where we, like there's so many things we touched today that if anybody finds some, answer or find some training that they can post for all of us. There's some people who just already put theirs in the bookshelf or on the shelf and kind of left it. But yeah, let's use it because it's a tool, and I believe the Father gave that to us to use. So
yes.
I love you all, and I thank you for just holding on and being communication and sharing. And thank you also for praying for me and my daughter, and being out there was really I had to be there. It's like, when Jesus said it was needed for me to be there, there's no way. It was needful because I was able to help her, bathe, do all the stuff and movement and get her to, all these things now that,
How's she doing?
She's doing, I think I sent a letter. She's doing much better. Yesterday, she did, because I took the stitches out, and she said one of the stitches kind of open. So she's called, and they said, I think the doctor is going to see her. I don't know when, so, but we still we're just praying for healing, for complete healing.
Yes.
Period. Complete healing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thank you all, and I look forward to seeing
Thank
you. I love you all. Okay.
Yes, love you all
Okay.
too.
Bye-bye.
And
Bye.
thank you for
Yes.
hosting.